We're out here at Brantley Lake. Oh, there goes the birds that we wanted to film. I knew that'd happen if Lucky got out. Might be able to film them over there. This is Brantley Lake. It's 5/11 of 26. Exactly 1 year after my wife passed away. More water in here than there was the other day. Make sure you remember that shutter button. Blue rock. Somebody must have painted it. It's only a little breezy today. But I'm sure that there'd be somebody complain.
Respond to pain at 71.
So there's somebody who complain about it, which I don't really care. This is a blogger channel, I guess. Well, they've already gone. Two of them already went in the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. But it looks like to me, unless it's still really muddy, we could get over there pretty easy on that first road. Somebody parked over here. He wasn't behind us just a minute ago, was he? Oh, is he? Come on, girls. Oh, never mind. I don't know if Penny was going to the bathroom or what's she doing. Blue rock. We'll go over where it's a little bit more private. Uh-oh. Got another one going. Come on, girls. All right, we're going to continue on, follow you over there, hopefully. Second half, we just moved over here farther on Champion Bay, Brantley Lake, on the free side. I know, we got wind noise again. At least it feels cool. It's nice wind, nice breeze. Not like it was the other day when it was blowing a gale. You can tell where a lot of fresh or new water coming down the Pecos has been flushing in. The lake level has been up. It's not too bad though. Still got plenty of beach. Oh, great. Make sure it's locked. Okay, where'd Lucky go all of a sudden? There she's over there. We gotta watch her, make sure she don't go in that big brush or get too far ahead. Just rattlesnakes are out, I'm sure. We've seen, how many rattlesnakes have we seen so far this year? About 3? 4 maybe. Saw a big diamondback in a little cave kind of thing yesterday when we were out. We couldn't tell if it was alive or dead. People coming out here to drink their liquor, huh? Let's see, 5, 11, and 26. You're gonna roll down into that water to do that. Yeah, it's up more. It's up more than what it was when we put our ashes in here. You can see where that island is out there. I'd say it was about right here, and the lake didn't have as much water in it. I walked a little bit out in the water. Water is probably a couple feet up to my knees. And spread ashes. I don't think she might. This place is full of beer cans and all that. God. Oh, there's a big old spring. Looks like for one of those CB antennas, maybe. God, it's stiff too. We've walked around this edge before. Not today, it's too much water. Better not go up there. I'm not going up there. Lucky, come on. Is that an airplane somewhere up there? There's a big old heavy spring. Kind of what they have on CBs sometime, but that's even more so. It's Lucky. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I think it was like right about here. I walked out there. Not, the water's too high, but it wasn't that much higher. Oh man. Let's see, we could either walk, take him around there, or go up on this other. One thing I don't like is that we won't be able to see our truck once we go over there. We can see our truck the whole distance. So I think we'll just walk along the lake or around the edge here. I guess they got all their fertilizing done at that other spot we're at. Is that shade thing helping you at all? Well, hopefully we get that other camera soon. Let's see how that one works. I mean, I don't think it's good. Where's she running? That bird that's flying? Hope she don't try to drink this stuff. Don't look good at all. That's a pretty bird. I think that's a bigger bird than the ones we were seeing over there at the other part.
A couple of minutes out there.
Yeah. Well, you can, whenever you feel like it, just stop and do some more recording. Walking and recording is probably not going to be an option, though. What? What? You did not know if it was recording or not? God.
Press the button. Start.
Doesn't it make a little beep or something? Well, it doesn't matter. Nobody watches these videos anyway. That's one of those. Is that what those snipes or something you call them? Do you have that little plaque thing that shows the type of birds in your backpack? This lake changes from day to day. Some days it'll be way down, and other days it'll be practically flooded to the road. I'm talking up to the highway there. That's a big ass bird, whatever that is. Look at wingspan's pretty good. Of course, lucky she's scaring him away. He could have been, well, maybe my GoPro's able to see this one. He's practically right over top of us. Like you're gonna chase it again. He's just flying back and forth. Probably, or she, it probably has a nest somewhere, an egg. Look, he's chasing again. Got my GoPro on my head. My head cam. Supposed to get a mirrorless camera here pretty soon. Yeah, to get all that nasty stuff. It's supposed to be a pretty good one. Cost enough. Trying to learn the new phrases. It's got a optical stabilized zoom lens, I guess it's called, from 18 millimeters to 135 millimeters. I'm hoping we can get some good bird pictures from farther away. Yeah, there's two of them out there. Yeah, you can see where this was just the other day was still high and dry. Green weeds out there. Yeah, it's still coming in. We're still getting water. Pecos River has been pretty full. The last couple of days, Saturday we tried to get in there, and Sunday, and both times the William S. Huey bird refuge was closed. I guess they do that when the river goes high. They have a real shallow bridge that goes across when you get farther in there. And they don't want anybody down there when that's. Yeah, they might have. Yeah, they might have to do some more repair work too. Whenever they do repair work, they shut that gate too. Really, I mean, when it's about like this, yeah, it's still coming in. I know it. I hope it don't flood where we're at before we get back, huh? That might be bad. I don't think it'd go up that high. You never know. But yeah, this isn't a bad place to go along here. It's a little bit rough coming in though. You need a high clearance vehicle. This is the windy Artesia channel, because it's almost all the time windy. Yeah, it looks like to me it's still coming up. Maybe we should have parked higher. No, don't let her roll on that fish. The other day we walked all the way around very easily. And it was high and dry. High and dry. Not today though. We're gonna have, if we go there, we're gonna have to walk out there sometime, like we did that one day. Let's see, what is it saying? Instead of let me see. Yes, I could make a picture here, hopefully. Another picture. Yeah, remember we took this road all the way over? Now it's all underwater. Oh shit, it's muddy. We're gonna have to go through the weeds. I may get eventually with that new camera, get one of those microphones that are shielded against the wind. I'm sure some people don't like the videos because of that, all that wind. Well, this is New Mexico and it's in the springtime. I don't think we could have anything that would shield the wind. What are you doing in that mud? This coming quite out the way. I don't think I want to go over there. We'll head back and maybe we'll walk on the other side, past the curve there. What are you saying there, Penny Pen? You want to stay on the high road? Watch out for all those stickers. All kinds of stickers in the ground right here. free side. That's why it's so full of trash. But it's the free side. That's, yeah, advantages of both. Here you just pretty much do what you want, I guess. I tried to activate the Parks on the Air Park here, but it's been really lousy propagation. Yesterday there was a brief opening, wasn't any single sideband, phone action, nothing like that, but 6 meters had a really weak opening on FT8. I don't really do FT8 very much. It's kind of like just having a computer talking to another computer over the radio, but I haven't had any 6 meter contacts in probably about 2 or 3 years. So I went ahead and hooked up my computer to the other radio, FT710, and got 18 contacts. 18 contacts on FT8. I'll probably get some QSL cards sent. Now, of course, I'll send one back. I always do. I've been getting QSL cards since I was 15 years old. I wasn't a ham back then. I used to listen to shortwave radio back then, and mark down the signal strength, of course, what frequency you're on, what time you heard them, all different things. And then I'd send them I'd put an international reply coupon in an envelope. Back then, that's how you did it. And they would send a card back to you. And they had nice cards too. I still got some from places like Radio Australia. I had several of those. I was only able to find one. The other day when I was looking, I have one from England. Shows Big Ben. Radio Japan, Radio Deutsche Welle, one from the Olympics that same year that the first terrorists started killing people. That's when they killed those Israeli in the Olympics. Well, they had a thing of the Olympics on the outside of that card, but I'm sure when they printed it, they didn't know it was going to be that massacre there. And had terrorists ever since. Just got worse and worse. I may cut that part out of this. Don't like people get political probably. SKP Ranch Road, there's a fall. They're sending out the Send out the EMTs. It's not very far from here. Just down the road. We've been coming out here since 1987. Always go to the free side except for the last few years when I started to activate in the park. What? Well, we still got out here. That's plenty far away.
I was saying is that
Well, it's still coming in.
earlier I was saying, boy, it's going to fill up the road. Yeah, it is.
You can see where it's soaking. You can see where it's soaking in onto the road. I mean, we're still far away, plenty, but not far. And that's all of a sudden we got some rush of water that unexpected.
Figure out this. I don't know what mode it was in, but every time I pressed the shutter button while I was recording, it would stop recording.
Oh, well, you don't want that.
So I put it on a different mode, and now it doesn't do that.
It's still 1080p, ain't it? HD and all that.
I'm only changing this little thing up here.
Well, you're supposed to be on the movie mode.
No,
I don't know. We're still trying to figure out that camera. And we've had it. How long have we had that camera? 6 months at least. Oh, this new camera we're getting, that mirrorless one, man, that's going to be complicated. As long as I can set it up for recording. Where are you going? I'm not going back yet. As long as I can set it up for at least 1080p, 60 frames per second. I might do some of 4K, but it takes up so much space. And besides, on YouTube, I don't think you can notice too much. I've done 4K on this GoPro before, and yeah, if you want to watch, if you have a 4K TV and you have fast enough internet, watch 4K, and you can tell the difference. But we pay for, I think it's the second most. Well, it's definitely the second most expensive internet, Wi-Fi, and oh, that's neat. Keep it for mom. Put it on their desk. That's cute. Looks like it's in good shape too. And yeah, it's about, what's our connection? About 300 megabits per second, something like that. And I still sometimes sit there and watching a 1080p, and all of a sudden the wheels start spinning on YouTube, and you can't. Sometimes I could go down to 720p and keep watching the video if I really want to. Say, the dog's coming. Gotta watch out over here. Might get an ATV coming speeding through. This is a little cooler than last time we walked up here. Remember that day? Penny was finding in a bush. Stay under it. Supposed to start heating up here shortly, and starting tomorrow, I think. One of the last days we go out here. I don't go out when it's real hot. There she goes. Yeah, I know. Make sure these girls stay with us. Look at how that water comes all the way up here. It's kind of like a cliff right there, and it's all the way up on the cliff. Our truck can make it up here, but I don't want to put it through all that pain and misery. What's that, a strainer or something? Oh. Huh. Yeah, we've been, we walked all along here. Now the water's lapping up right here.
Rocks are over there. Big pile of rocks.
Oh, those that we've, is that where we walked out to?
Yeah.
Used to be a lone tree out there, so some asshole burned it up in a dry spell. Killed it. It was pretty unique. It was out there for at least a decade or more. If it wasn't that rough, I'd come right here. It's really nice and private right here. A lot of times in the past, we'd go way over there. Remember flying one of my, can't remember which one of my RC planes over there. All right, that's probably Mike. I gotta see what he wants, see what's going on. It's really kind of a pretty area back here. I don't know what it is about shoes. People leave their shoes out here all the time. All this garbage. Where's Penny? Is Penny with you? There she is. There's a big old cement kind of a pillar back there. We walked out there, bone dry. What you doing, Lucky? Watch out for those rattlesnakes. I need to check the phone, I forgot. Yeah, there's some actual beach. Some beach down here. Let's check this out. What do you got? I'll stick with Ken. Don't have time to figure out more new stuff until we get into the end. Too much stuff going on at once. Alright. Oh, what is a steep. Oh, hey, fine. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people come out here and camp overnight. I hope I can see my truck once you go around. You can tell where the water's still coming in. It starts soaking up in the ground. And one crock. What happened to that crock? There's a fire pit in the water now. A broken rope. Something floating out there. I don't know what it is. White. Some of binoculars on it. Binoculars. About inflation glass. Something fell off a boat, probably. I was looking at that thing. Looks like some kind of probably something that fell off a boat. Kind of like has two flotation devices on each side. You know what? I forgot to bring my water. Oh well, I'm not that thirsty. I could drink out of this thing, huh? If I wanted to die, I could. We walked out. There's rocks out there. You probably can't see the GoPro. Walked out there. Where the tree used to be anyway. You ever notice old people just repeat themselves? I bet you most people won't be walking like I do when they're 70 years old. Yeah, let's see here. Look up in the sky. Watch those UFOs that the government's talking about, huh? Hey, you. Don't look down. What did we do? Okay. Took care of business. Lucky! Lucky! Lucky, get over here! What you doing running away like that, huh? Huh?
Number 1169. Can I leave you on it or further?
I guess that's a life jacket. You think? I think it is. What if I put my head on sideways? Just watch. I don't know how that probably fall off my head. restricted. Many numbers. I think old length of New Mexico is 9, I think. For the record, except for being a reserve police officer for 3 years, I was a detention officer, which isn't the same as police, so I wasn't police. I was a detention officer for most of those years. And I was also an animal control towards the end. Last 8 years of it. 27 years with the police department. It was all at the police department. It just wasn't a police officer during that time. I did block traffic so when called on, and several different things to help the police. Sometimes they helped us, except most of them didn't like to get anywhere near the dogs. Don't blame them. Or the cats. Shoot, the cats are more vicious than the dogs most times. Dogs are usually like these guys, nice and friendly. In fact, all 3 of the dogs are rescued from the shelter. Before I retired, I rescued them, all 3 of them. I could always get a gimbal for that new camera. That'd add to the weight though. I still got that old gimbal. Haven't turned it on in maybe 6 or 7 years, so I doubt if it's gonna work. Rechargeable batteries, I'm sure. Probably have gone bad a long time ago. I didn't like that gimbal anyway. It made motor noise on the videos. That's before I had a GoPro. There's a Hope New Mexico, there's a cemetery out there, and I had an Acacio. Acacio had really nice colors. I really like the colors. They're nice and bright and vivid. And had that out there at that Hope Cemetery that year. That's pretty smooth, but you could hear that gimbal radiated through the gimbal and into the camera probably, I guess. Guess if all you're doing is walking like we're doing, the best thing to have is a GoPro. This is a GoPro 7, kind of an older one. I think they're up to 13 now. GoPro 7 though will last a long time without, it doesn't overheat unless you have it up on the dashboard. I've had that happen. I had it in the heat in the dashboard when I tried to do an activation on Parks and There, and it prematurely shuts off. Like this right here, there's plenty of wind, breeze, and it's not a hot day either, so I have no trouble. It won't overheat at all. Yeah, I've had it down in the heat, 100 degrees, and it's been no problem as long as there's a breeze and as long as it's on the outside. And you get some airflow over it. I've heard those newer GoPros could overheat. That's one reason I haven't updated. I was thinking about one of those DJIs.
I'll be out at 9/11 on break for GR service.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can even buy them. The government's practically outlawed anything has a DJI name on it. I got a quadcopter at home that I never fly. I'm afraid to. I got all the stuff. I got this trust certificate they got, and I got the registered, all this kind of stuff that the government wants. And I keep on seeing the YouTube people get arrested for just flying it, so I don't fly it. Last time I flew it a little bit above the house. That's about it. It's just a little light thing. Really light. But I tell you one thing, it will keep its position even in breeze like what's going on right now. It does a great job. I sold a DJI Mavic Pro, and that was a real good one. And last time I know, my friend I sold it to, well, we traded. I traded for a radio. I got a what the heck is it? 701 or something. It's a, I don't remember what it's called now. It's a good trade. They're both worth about the same amount of money. There's a HF, this is a shackle box, HF and UHF and VHF all in one box. It's had a kind of a head unit that sat on your desk, and then the bodies just put off to the side. ICOM 701, I believe it's called. It's a great radio. Here in Artesia, nobody ever talks on anything, so I hardly ever use it. I leave it on 146.520 all the time. I never hear a peep. Used to be this guy. In fact, there's this guy I traded to was his dad. He used to contact me once in a while on 146-500, and I haven't heard him so long. I just switched it to Simplex 146-520 and just leave it on that. A couple years ago, I heard somebody on it. A couple times that year. Used to be more active on things. Now I just do parks in there, various state parks or whatever designated parks on their areas. And once in a while I do some FTA. Occasionally I get out and contact somebody. And propagation is really bad right now on anything. HF, I used to be able to get on there and talk to people one after another for hours. Now it's I guess I could just switch on my amplifier and talk to them. All right, well, let's we're about done with our walk along the lake. Visited Esther. It's kind of like other people visit the graveyards. We visit her out here. That's where ashes are spread. So that's about it. I'm going to get out of here. This is K5APD, and that's my call sign from the FCC. I'm going to go what they say QRT, which is off the radio, which I'm not on the radio anyway, but 73, 71.